Welcome back to Restore Thrive. Double D, Dr. Tim. Today we're talking about the Goblet Squat. What this is it's a very low-level introduction to our x-axis and our squatting patterns. What we do is we either load this with a kettlebell or a dumbbell, depending on what weaponry you have in your home. What Tim's going to do is he's going to set up first in his athletic position. So his feet are outside of his shoulders, his toes are forward. He's got tall, pretty posture and dead bug spine. What he's going to do, he's going to hinge the hips, push his butt back behind him, grab that kettlebell. What he's going to do is he's going to stand up nice and fast, get his elbows underneath. There we go. Now we have this in a nice, good front rack position. What I want Tim to focus on here is his sight line is going straight ahead. He's seeing for 1,000 yards over the top of that kettlebell. After that, he's bringing his elbows in, he's stacking his wrists, and he's forming a good platform for that to rest against. From here, he's going to activate from the ground up. I'm going to draw attention to Tim's feet. What he's going to do, he's going to grip the floor. He's going to keep that good tripod foot. His arch comes up. This is great. From here, he's going to rip the ground apart to set all the internal muscles of his hip. Then he's going to sit backwards into the chair behind him. When he hits his range, he's going to turn the action around, stand right back up, pinch his butt, throw his hips into the wall, finish the rep. Go ahead and give me 3. Excellent. Good. Notice Tim's hip is going down past parallel. He hasn't deviated with his lower extremity. His dead bug spine maintains. One more rep. Excellent. Good. What we're going to do now is we're going to switch. We're going to show you the differences between a kettlebell and a dumbbell. With a kettlebell, you've got a handle and a mass that sits below, so it's much easier to provide a little bit of torque to set those shoulders and pull it into your chest. With a dumbbell, we have a polar loaded bar, and what's going to happen is you're going to have to focus more on your grip strength and keeping your elbows underneath your hands. So Tim's going to go ahead and grab the dumbbell, get it into his good goblet/front rack position. Good. What he can do is he can hold it singularly and have the weight nice and close. He can also turn it to the side and hold it on both sides this way for a little bit more open of a grip. Okay? What he's focusing on, regardless of where that dumbbell is oriented, either horizontal or vertical, is tension to push that together and then pull back into his body to set that upper back and shoulder. From here, he's going to go through the exact same activation. Grip the floor, rip it apart, sit back and down behind you. Notice he's still keeping his gaze over the top. He's seeing the floor 5 feet in front of him. He's not looking up or down. Push out of the bottom. Good. Sit down, turn it around, stand up. Excellent. Notice he's still finishing, throwing his hips forward, standing nice and tall, dead bug spine. What happens when this gets a little bit heavier, though, is it's going to want to start to creep away from you in that descent. What we have now is the ability to lift our elbows to kind of drive our arms underneath to get a good vertical support on that weight. Give me a heavy one. Notice it's still the exact same activation. His head is in the exact same position of his dead bug spine. All he's done is he's brought his elbows up underneath to support a heavier load. This should not deviate anything from his ears down. One more rep. Looking awesome. Go ahead and drop the weight. Fantastic work. This is the Goblet Squat with both the kettlebell and the dumbbell. If you guys have questions, comments, concerns, please drop them below or hit us up at restorethrive.com.